Yes. A warm welcome to all of you. 177th week of Friday Water Educators Forum by PANACEA H2O Gold 444 If all of us are excited, can we type 777 in the chat box? It's an hydration test because we have been doing talk show for 176 weeks earlier, but today's talk show is going to be a little different. And we all know why we are here. And today we are going to understand 50 years of Enagic. We all know that Enagic is celebrating 50 years in 2024 in the month of June. There's a convention in Japan. And for all the people who have already listed, enrolled for the event, booked your seats, please type 111 in the chat box. If you have already booked your seats for Japan convention, type 111 in the chat box. Great. Congratulations, Suma. Congratulations of our team members like Shali. Oh, see our top also. Clap for today's our special guest of honor who will be sharing 50 years of energetic journey with us. But before that, today is a very special moment and we need to honor it. And it is Republic Day for India. India, my pride, our pride. We belong to India. And happy Republic Day to each one of you here sitting from different parts of the world. But of course, we all are connected by our roots. So congratulations for this special day. And on this special day, we also have a lot of things to be excited about. First of all, we can begin by congratulating brand new, oven fresh 6A Arundhati Iyer, PANACEA co-founder, IDSA awardee, the first culinary ID of the hospitality industry of entire Asia. So Arundhati, a quick few words from you about how you feel about your 6A. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, and thank you so much for having here. And I feel very excited. This is the long journey. I still remember Kangen when we started, and it was not about commercial achievement, but many things I have learned in Kangen journey. That's it. So much to say about it, but maybe next time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, Aru. So all of you can type congratulations. 8 years of relentless, committed, dedicated, passionate journey of drinking water, and that to drinking Kangen water, feeling the Kangen water, sharing the Kangen water, doing lot of things into the making of this whole forum called PANACEA. So we all are ever indebted for her contributions at the back end, behind the scenes, the PowerPoints that you have seen, the videos that you have seen, and all the settings and setups and recordings that we have seen on YouTube for our talk shows. A marathon effort that she has played. Amazing, wonderful woman and co-founder into PANACEA. Today, I would acknowledge on this platform. Thank you, Aru, for being with us very professionally. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So it's a well-deserved 6A. When I say well-deserved 6A, 8 years. How many of us would have the courage to stick 8 years, drink the water, feel the water, talk about this water, and then also keep continuing with this water? So that calls for this commendable accomplishment. It doesn't matter how slow you are, how fast you are, whatever the speed that you may choose. But यहाँ पर एक fact establish हो जाता है, walks this path. Even if you crawl on this path, even if you walk on this path, even if you run on this path, even if you take a break and a pause on this path, rest, but never quit. You will achieve your milestones. And do you know, this is just the beginning of a milestone, and this is just the end of the grind. वो जो hard, difficult work होता है ना, that is already done. For some people, it happens in 6 months. For some people, 1 year. For some people, 3, 4, 5 years. And it could be 8 years is okay. But once the grind is over, you are right on the path of a legendary, iconic status and accomplishments of your lifetime. This is just the beginning. It is opened up. 6A opens up the doors and windows to your fortunes. And congratulations, Arundhati, my co-founder, once again. And we are proud of you. Now, taking this whole session forward, today, let us put our hands together. All of us come on the videos if possible. Come on the screens, give virtual clap. Please type 333 in the chat box today, because we are going to invite our very, very, very special guest of honor, that is 6A6-3, Enagic Global Leadership, who's been through the journey of Enagic for 15 long years, a career of 15 long years, drinking the water, feeling the water, sharing the water, a person who has seen Enagic growing into its current position and establishing itself strongly in the business of water ionizers in the global markets. And he's been a significant contributor, phenomenal contributor in terms of values, in terms of nuggets, in terms of ideas, in terms of shaping Enagic for lot many distributors, not in one country, but in all the countries and different parts of the world, guys. And a big congratulations, big virtual clap, blessings to SIHA Top here. Welcome on this forum for a quick hi, and then we take on the talk show. Thank you.
Excellent. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night from people from all over the world, our friends, our family. We start out as friends, but guess what? We become family. Like you said, Shashi, we become one. We're like water droplets, and water droplets, as they come together, that's what we are. We're one. We're made of the same thing. I'm so honored and so pleased to be here. I'm so excited, to take this to the next level with you guys. Like Shashi said, 50 years of Enagic. What company could, these days that is this strong, that is debt-free, that has love and compassion for the world, that wants to leave a lighter footprint? It all started with one man, and that one man, it's Mr. Oshiro. It's his philosophy that I saw 15 years ago that, he said something, to be honest with you, I'm not much of a follower. I don't follow too well. But back then, 15 years ago, when I saw Mr. Shiro on stage for the first time, his words resonated in every cell of my bone. I was looking for a leader. And when this leader was on stage, he said, the mission before the commission. In English, the word mission is in commission. So he said, the mission, what is our mission? Is before the commission. And then he said, get on the train of compassion. And I didn't understand what he meant there, but I felt it. And now 15 years later, absolutely, I understand what he means about the train of compassion. So I want to give it back to you, Shashi. I want to thank you and Aru for inviting me and being such gracious hosts and amazing leaders. Congratulations on your 6A-2 and your 6A legs. Well deserved to all of you who helped make that possible. And what an amazing day for us to all be here together on your Republic Day. How amazing is that? So now I'll give it back to you, Shashi.
Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude, SIHA bro, on this platform. It's early morning there back in Seattle at this point of time. And it was gracious of him to have acknowledged when, guys, let me tell you, for those of you who are watching us, who are new distributors or who are guests on this platform trying to understand and who do not know the entire business plan. 6A6-3. Look at this title. It looks very small when we say 6A6-3, but the people who are in the Enagic journey, just like we said, It took Aru 8 years to reach a point of 6A. Nothing wrong. You can choose your pace because we have got speed freedom, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. No one is a boss here. So we are absolutely free to choose to make what we have on our platter. And we are so blessed that we are exposed to the best drinking water on planet Earth, guys. A water that is loaded with enough antioxidants, enough alkalinization, and enough microclustering, guys, for it to work on your body, penetrate through your cells, hydrate through your cells, and keep you energized, immunized, and also taking you to a very next level physically, mentally, cognitively, emotionally, financially, socially, spiritually. And here we have a legendary leader. He's 6A6-3, one of the most desired positions for most of us. We all want to be dash 3, yeah? If you are into Inagic, if you have seen the marketing plan, because when you become a dash 3, it allows you a level of partnership and equity into the company, guys. What better than being able to participate in the equity and partnership in a global pool of $1 billion company? And we all are fortunate, blessed. Now, coming back to help you understand the journey of 6A6-3 by SIHA Top, we would want to know from you, sir. We all started from 0A. Some of us are still 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 6A2, 6A2-2, 6A2-3, and we also have a position here right now, 6A6-3. So, a journey of 15 years. Drink the water, feel the water, share the water. Now, we would want to know some of your experience, key highlights, how it was to be a 0A, how much time it took you to reach where you are today, and the ups and downs, the roller coaster rides. Was it a smooth journey? The world was waiting for you to make you into a 6A6-3. How was it?
Thank you so much. Those are great questions, but it comes down to, and I truly believe this, it comes down to where we are individually in our lives. We are all in we're all different backgrounds, we're all different education, we're all different family setups, or the dynamics of life. And so as a leader and a mentor and a coach to my teams and people around the world, I really want to focus on where you are. Where are you and where do you want to be? And what vehicle in life are you choosing to get you to where you want to be? Because the vehicle is, we have millions of choices, millions of options every single second of our life. And so I feel like it was a divine intervention that this fell into my lap, like so many of you, that God put this opportunity in front of us, because it all starts out with our whys. Our whys will determine our motivation. Our whys will get us over our challenges. Our whys will get us to our dreams, the dreams that can come true and will come true with a company like Enagic. I can honestly say from my experience, I started, when you said 0A, 1A and climbing the ranks, I was a negative A. What is a negative A? I started in 2009 when there was a financial crash in the USA. I lost everything. I had a fortune built up. My background was in real estate finance and real estate development and real estate investment, real estate construction. I did everything in real estate for 20 years of my life, folks. I started at the age of 19 years old and I wanted to retire before I was 40. So at the age of 39, guess what God did? I believe God wanted to teach me a lesson, and God said, nope, I got something better for you. And he crashed my market. I lost my fortune. I lost my health because I was stressed out. The bills were coming faster than fast, and I had a lifestyle that I was accustomed to, with the luxury car, the big homes, the expensive office waterfront office here. I had a view of the bay, the islands, everything else, corner glass office. I was living the American dream. I'm not saying that to brag and boast. I'm saying that because I worked hard for it. I lived the American dream. I, I, I built a business and I was helping the community and I had a staff, that I was hiring people. But let's get back. I lost everything. So that when you lose financially, I felt like I was a failure. I was a failure to my wife. I was a failure to my family. I was a failure to my parents. I was a failure to myself. I was a failure to society. That's what I felt like. Because when the carpet gets pulled out from underneath you, the carpet, the financial carpet, the life carpet, sometimes it's your job, sometimes it's their government, sometimes it's your family. That carpet was pulled out from underneath me and I didn't know where to go. I was -0. I was in financial debt. I owed more money at that point in my life than I've ever owed anywhere else. I was so sick. Like, when you're so stressed, your body is so acidic. We all know, a lot of us know that in the health industry here with the water. My body was so acidic. I was for 7 years, I was coughing prior to that. And the 7th year, because of my stress in 2009, I started to cough up blood. And, that blood on the white sink scared me. I thought, oh no, this is the C word. And I didn't even want to say it. I didn't want to manifest cancer. I didn't even tell my wife. And so I wanted to fix that. I went to the doctors. They stuck a camera down my throat. They saw the burning of the esophagus. They told me, aha, Mr. Top, we know what's wrong with you. You have severe acid reflux. And I'm like, okay, doctor, what do I have to do? I was always taught by my parents to go to allopathic care, to go to medical doctors. So they said, you have to take this pill for the rest of your life for breakfast, lunch, and dinner called Zantac. I did not want to take a pill. And so, I prayed on it and I lived near Vancouver, BC, Canada. If you guys have ever been that's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And I was introduced to a gentleman who owned a holistic clinic. His name's Wade Lightheart. He's one of my best friends of today. He's the Wade Lightheart. I didn't know who Wade was. I didn't know what Wade's background was. I don't know anything about him except he came highly referred. Just like you came highly referred to this meeting, you came because a good friend, a family member, a colleague said, hey, come here, right? So you trust them. So I trusted my friend. I go and I listen to Wade. He does the 45-minute water presentation. I was skeptical. I was, a non-believer. But I said, what do I have to lose? I tried the water, the kangen water, and absolutely my cough, the bleeding was gone. And it's been 15 years later. And, that's my story. That's my testimony. And there's been thousands more with my family, with my friends. And you guys are already seeing it yourself. So my health was deteriorated. My financial was deteriorated. I was in debt. I was underground. That's why I say I was a -0. I was looking for the next career. I didn't know that this was going to be it because in 2009, during a recession, kind of what's going on, with the pandemic and around the world right now, we're still in a recession in lots of parts of the world. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do, but I did know I needed to get healthy first. It's just like in the airplane. They tell you when the oxygen mask comes down and you have to put it on yourself before you put it on your child and help other people, right? Well, I needed that oxygen mask of health or that hydration of health. And I got that from the kangen water. And then I started to see the opportunity. I looked at the opportunity. I said, oh, wow, let's take a look at this, folks. If you're new to this, or if you haven't gotten into this, what are you looking for? What career, what vehicle in life, in business are you looking for? I had a very specific checkoff list. And if I may, can I share that with you quickly? I was looking for a business going into the future that I can always be helping people. I love helping people. You guys are here because I believe you love helping people. Yes, you love helping everybody around you. So I was helping people buy the American dream, buy their homes, build their homes, finance their homes, but I didn't have that anymore. So I knew I wanted a career, a business that I could continue to help people. And what better way to help people than in their health, right? Anywhere around the world. Speaking of anywhere around the world, my other checkoff box on my list was a borderless business anywhere in the world. I love to travel because I was cooped up in an office for 20 years of my life. Even though I had the waterfront view and the nice yachts and the, seeing the sailboats and the plane landing in the airport, that's not the world. That's right there. I wanted to be traveled around the world, and I wanted to have businesses around the world. Because I live just south of Vancouver, BC, the Canadian border is only 30 minutes from my home. And then downtown Vancouver is about an hour away. At the time, I owned a high-rise, in a high-rise building on the 32nd floor. We had our condo there, my wife and I. That's our second home. And I wanted to be able to conduct business while I was in Canada. I even paid an attorney in Canada to set me up on the business. It was too much work for the amount of return that I was going to get. Long story short, the taxes that they were going to charge a foreigner just didn't make it worth it. So our Enagic business, we can go anywhere around the world. I can go to India, you can come to Seattle, and we can conduct business. No problem. Our company takes care of the logistics of the attorneys, the accounting, the bookkeeping, the payroll, the offices, pay everything. The infrastructure is already in place for an international business, for a global business. That's what I was looking for. Check. Okay. I was looking for a business that I can do, my friends and family can do, anybody who wants to build a business can do without having to go get certified. Like in the US, if you want to become a real estate agent or you want to become a insurance agent, you just can't sign up and get hired and do that. You have to take courses and you have to get certified before you can even make $1, right? That's investing. Or you go to college and you get your degree and then you come out and then you look for the job. Well, I wanted, because remember, I was in dire straits in 2009. I needed to make money yesterday. I needed money like I needed oxygen. Maybe some of you are right here, right now. Well, you know what? Your prayers are being answered. Your friends are here. We're here to support you, to get you, to deliver God's message and Mr. Shear's message and this opportunity. So I was able to do this business all around the world. Right out of the gate, no certificates, no nothing. If you don't have a machine right now, if you're not signed up as a distributor, after this call, get back to whoever shared this with you, and you can sign up right now, and you can go right out and tell 10 people, and 3 buy, you're going to get paid in all 3. If 10 all buy, you get paid in all 10. And if they continue to tell somebody, you just built your business. You're at the top, and they are your associates, and they want to be at the top. And you want them to be at the top with you or even surpass you. I've surpassed my uplines, but I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it because you know what? My why was so strong at the time. My why made me cry. Your why has to make you cry. It has to come out of your head, your heart, and then, out of your pores. And my why was I was so broke and I felt like a failure. I needed to help my wife because my wife is solid. She never asked me for $1. She's such a hard worker. She took the time off to raise our children. I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I planned everything out, I thought, perfectly, but nope, God had a different plan. So the opportunity allowed me to pay off my bills, pay down my mortgage. I didn't file bankruptcy. Here in the US, there's a thing called bankruptcy, and around the world, you can file bankruptcy for your debt. We didn't do that, okay? So that was a checkoff list. I wanted unlimited income. Who wants to have a limitation on your income? I don't. I want to be able to make as much as I'm worth. And I'm worth and you're worth a lot more than we think we are. So think big and that will come. Believe in bigger and that will come. Because there is no limits here. They say the sky is the limit. No, Mr. Shiro didn't put a limit on here. The highest rank is a 6A2-7. That's not a limit. That's what somebody hit the rank. You can go to 6A8, 6A9, 6A10. Be the first, be the second, be the 100,000th, but just there's no limit. And your friends and your family that are along with you, they have no limits. How beautiful is that? Look at your job situation right now, or your career situation, the vehicle that you chose. Is there a limit? Because my parents are first generation immigrants to the US. 40 hours is a normal work week. My parents worked 60 to 70 hours. They couldn't, if there was more hours, they would work it because they got to pay overtime. They didn't, you know what? With working that much money and at an electronic company here in the US back in 1979, that still wasn't enough for them to be able to spend time together, with the freedom, the time freedom because of the financial freedom. My dad had to work swing shift, which means at night, from 4 p.m. until 2 a.m. My mom had to work in the morning, from 6 a.m. and got back at 3 a.m. so that they were ships in the night. They passed each other so that they wouldn't have to pay for daycare. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for you. I didn't even want it for them. Guess what? We have a vehicle that allows us to make unlimited income, and the people that are with us to make unlimited income. Check. See all these check off boxes? Your business, your career is your partner for life, just like your spouse is. And I believe we have to marry our business. We have to be in love with our business. And the more love that you are in your business, the more that you will reap the rewards, share the rewards, give it out. Okay, when I say give it out, I'm giving you my love for Enagic. I'm giving you my love for Kangen water. I'm giving you my love for the freedom that we all can have, that we all can do. And so what we sow is what we reap. And what that means is like when you're putting in seeds in the ground, and then you're taking care of it, and you have the abundance of your fruits and your vegetables. That's what we're doing with this Enagic business. No matter where you are starting, start putting the seeds in the ground. Start watering it with the Kangen water. Anything you water with Kangen water, I promise you, grows better than any water that's out there, all naturally, organically. And that's our business. Our business is an organic business. There's so many ways to build it, and I've seen it and I've done it, and I love it. From doing, face-to-face, one-on-one handshakes and demonstrations is how I started. So many of us started that way. To now we're doing it on Zoom calls because COVID forced a lot of us to do this. But my teams, we were already doing Zoom trainings and Zoom inspirations and Zoom coaching 2 years prior to 2019. So when COVID hit, we're already doing Zooms. Where I remember school teachers here in America, they didn't even know how to do Zooms because my kids were on it. The kids knew more than the teachers. Well, you see, this is how we're building a global business. We're touching lives virtually right now from all over the world. We're immortalizing this video. What I mean by that, I believe we're on Facebook Live. Welcome, our friends there. And I believe that there's going to be a recording and a replay of this. Therefore, we are immortal. Our message is going to carry on. Even God willing, God not willing, even when we're not here on this planet. I'm not afraid of it, but when God calls me, I'm ready to go, right? Some things are out of our control. But guess what? Our message will always be here. Mr. Sherrill's message will always be here. That's what we have to continue to do. So folks, I want to retract here and go back to what's your list that you're looking for. Those are the things that I was looking for. One more important thing that was on my list was I wanted an online business. This was even before what we have here. Remember, this is 15 years ago. Why did I want an online business? I wanted to be the Amazon. I wanted a product that people can order 24/7 all around the world, and we get paid. We wake up and we get an email that says, congratulations, this person just placed an order for an SDK8 or SD501 or whatever it is. Here's their ID number. Please reach out to them. I love getting you. Did you get that email in India? I get that email from Enagic, So that's what I want. I wanted a global business that we could build online. Guess what? We are here. And it's coming to you too in India, because right now, for the last year and a half, Enagic rolled out being able to send out online order links. And I want to share this with you because it's coming to you too. So get prepared for that online type of business where you can send your link to the customer gets it, they open it up, and it's like an order page on an online shopping. They pick the product, they put it into the cart. I tell them what to do. I said, hey, I'm going to send you your online link for you to place an order for your brand new machine. And you pick the product you want, the K8, the Ukon, the Nespa, you put it in the cart, just like when you're ordering online, and then you pick your credit card, and now they allow 2 credit cards if you need to use to pay for that. And on our US site, if your credit cards you don't have the cash for it, then there's the magic financing available on there as well. You can do that. And then the customer puts all that through. If their credit card doesn't go through, do you even know about it? No, you don't, because the customer knows about it and the customer has to fix it. So, if the card was doesn't have enough limit, whatever the reason was, it's the customer that has to fix it. And so as they fix it, because it won't go through, it says unable, unsuccessful, whatever it says, they fix it. And then you get the order once they put it through. That's an online business. In sales, this is one of the most important things that I was taught in sales. And it's and in America, we're the #1 consumers. That's not something to be proud of. That means we buy a lot of things, even when we don't need it. And they even have reality shows that show people that buy so much stuff, hoarders, and they have to rent a storage to put it all in. So in American business or in business around the world, this philosophy holds absolutely truth to me. And that is, the easier that you can make the purchase process for the buyer, the more sales that you will have. And so here we have an online order link that has all the products that they put in the credit card, and they click on it, and the process goes through, everybody gets paid all up in line. That's where it's going, folks. We have it here in the US, it's coming into Canada, it's going into Europe, and then around the world. I know that they're beta testing this all over the world because, it's a global business. They can't just turn this on. You have tax rules, you have law, business law rules, you have all these things. Guess what? We don't have to worry about it. Our Enagic company, corporation has to worry about it. Their attorneys, their accountants have to worry about it. When I started, did you know that in some countries, they look at our device as a medical equipment, and some countries look at it as a luxury item? So depending on what that country looks at it as, determines their tax. So it's up to our corporate accountants to figure out what's the lowest tax. Let's call it a medical device if it happens to be lower. Let's call it a luxury item if it happens to be lower. They're taking care of that, guys. I'm just so excited. I'm normally not sitting still like this. I'm up. If I'm on a stage, I am just walking all over. I just want to share with you the excitement that we're all a part of, and we want you to be a part of. And we truly believe, I believe, that your why will determine where you need to be. If your why is so powerful, if your why is so strong, if you're hurting so much like I was, your why will drive us out. I went from penthouse to doghouse. I went from hero to zero. And you know what? Mr. Oshiro and Enagic Kangen Water lifestyle freedom has allowed me to come up and to share this with you. So I want to turn it back to you for any questions or anything like that, and then I'll continue again.
Yeah, before that, ladies and gentlemen on this platform, let us check if all of you are awake. There were a few hundred pearls of wisdom, important nuggets that were shared over the last few minutes. Could you connect with one or two of those nuggets that were connected to you, related to your why? For example, I could connect to the nugget of earn and learn. Like in traditional careers, we need to learn first for a few years, invest ourselves for a few years, then we need to be in a position to earn. But here it is not like that. We don't need university certificates, we don't need graduations, and it doesn't matter whether you are in a high in your life or a low in your life. Like we saw, zero to hero, hero to zero, and again zero to hero and superhero. That is what Enagic allows us, all of us. So similarly, could you find something for yourselves? Please type in the chat box. One important nugget that could change your life from this moment. What is your takeaway? There were hundreds of important nuggets. Like there is a corporate that decides everything for you to position your product where your taxes are low. So a cost efficient product is what we get over here. And then the digital systems, online systems for depositing your buying amounts and purchases and getting your invoices, legal licenses, distributor licenses, everything is digital, click of a button, guys. And it has been facilitated to all of us. Of course, like our brother shared, he was online already from 2019, much before COVID. But most of us turned online and Zoom only post COVID. So important is today, it is very, very important that whatever skills we may have, whatever talents we may have, whatever commitment, dedication we may have, whichever career we may choose, it is very, very vital and crucial to integrate your careers with internet. If you are not on internet, you are obsolete. You are running backwards. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we need to understand today. Being physically fit, the water will enable us. The best water on the planet, kangen water. So it will enable you and render you physically fit. Then if we talk about emotionally fit, again this water can do for you. But when we talk specially about a career, about a business, about finances, it's very important that we need to be integrated with internet. It's digital fit is more important than physical fit. Of course, physical fit is important, but at the same time, this is your chance to be digital fit with the world's best technology, world's best product, the world's best compensation plan, and also the privileges, perks, and opportunities. This brings me to the very person right on the top at this point of time on this forum, 6A6-3. Why would you recommend my brother SIHA top that one should rank up and go ahead forward? What is that few things and nuggets that you would want to allow all the distributors who are not able to see with clarity what could happen to them by ranking up?
Yes, I will give you some golden nuggets in my training. What I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing with my teams. And what I'm sharing with you is, in my opinion, simplicity for success. Because success does not have to be hard. Success does not have to be complicated. And Einstein came up, Einstein's words in honor of Einstein, genius runs to simplicity. So we are all geniuses in our own way. So let's run to simplicity, because that keeps that allows everybody to get what they want. Here's what I share with my teams. Your why, like we talked about, you got to find that. What are you doing every single day in your vehicle to your dream, making it come true? I won't go too deep into my training, but I'll go really quick in this. In English, in the English language, I call it the 4 A's, because it starts with the letter A. And the first letter of that training is accountability. Accountability means holding yourself responsible, holding your team responsible, holding each other accountable so that you can grow together. What does that mean? That means, look, Sashi and Aru invited me to do this, and I said yes. And so they sent me a flyer. They're holding me accountable, and I'm holding them accountable. They sent me a flyer, and they invited you folks. That's accountability. You have to have accountability to each other, to your wife, to your spouse, to your children, to your business. Some people pay for accountability. What I mean by that is, when you hire a trainer, a coach to exercise you, in the mornings, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you don't want to wake up, you pay them top dollar so that they can yell at you to do more push-ups, to do more running, to do more sit-ups. They're holding you accountable. Okay? So accountability is the first A. Second letter of or the second A is action. Nothing happens unless you take action. You can go to all these Zoom meetings. You can read all the books. You can listen to all the videos. You can get all inspired by whomever, but it means nothing. And I'm being straight up with you. This is tough love. Nothing happens unless you take action. You've got to take action. If you want that dream to come true, what are you doing to take action? Okay. I'll come back to the action part, but that's very key. No action, no result. That's an action. No action is an action, right? We want action in our business. The third A is acquire. Like Sashi was saying, we have to take time to learn this and to grow this. But we earn as we learn in this business. You don't have to get the certificate or degree to earn. You earn as you learn. We earn as we learn. Our diploma is when we rank up on stage. When we walk across the stage as a 2A, 3A, 5A, and a 6A, we get a bonus, and a 6A2, we get a bonus. Would you rather have a piece of paper, or would you rather have a piece of paper and cash? Me? Sign me up for the cash, okay? As well as the paper, but sign me up for the cash. The paper is just the paper, right? I want a different kind of paper. So acquire the knowledge, acquire the leadership, acquire the team. Acquire means to go get it, because the more that you get, the more that you have, the more that you can give. Go acquire all that so that you can give it back. It's not, all this is borrowed. None of this, I owned, you own. We leave it right here. But go acquire it while we're here so that we can give it back. Whether you leave a legacy for your family, acquiring. Keep that in your mindset. I'm there to get so that I can give. Pray that I want to give more and you will get more. Okay? I want to serve more and you will get more. That's acquire. That's the third A. The fourth A is attention. Attention. You have to pay attention every day in what it is that you're doing. What I mean by attention is staying focused, staying determined, staying on track, because you have so many things pulling from you. You don't want, you got social media pulling it, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you have in your country and around the world. We have the kids pulling us. We have our friends, we have our family, we have our work, we have our car problems, we have our house problems. That's all pulling. Pay attention to what's going to give you true freedom, financial freedom. And that's our mission in this business. Okay, so stay focused, stay on that GPS to success is my fourth A. So accountability, action, acquire, and attention, all starting with A's. All A's. Okay, if you like that, please put 88888, because that's infinity. In the Chinese number, that's infinity. 88888. Those are my golden nuggets for that. And I'm going to give it to Sasha, and then I'm going to close it out with action, how to take action. Sasha.
Wow, that was fantastic. All of you, please get on to type A 8888 for infinity. That's
Okay.
brilliant. That's amazing, coach. Hats off. And yes, if you follow those four principles of A, I think you are already there. It gives you clarity about your why, and also it drives you towards your desired destination. And ladies and gentlemen, please be on the videos, participate 100% today, because whenever we say this forum, he's come here for free, but free is not free, guys. We would have to pay thousands of dollars for somebody to coach you these nuggets and wisdoms for your success. And gratitude from this forum, bro, for being here and sharing your important critical wisdoms for success.
Absolutely. Now I want to put the action to work for you. If you don't know how to take the action, that's okay. That's why I'm here to coach you. That's why we're here to hold your hand. But we're not going to do it for you. Does that make sense? We're here to support you, push you, pull you, but not do it for you. Okay? I can't teach you how to ride this bicycle. You have to ride it. You have to fall. You have to get back on. You have to learn it. So this is like riding a bicycle. So here's my actions for all of my teams. This is part of my training as well. I share with you, you need to do what I call 5-5-5. Okay, and what that means is you speak with 5 people in your life, in the present, that want to buy this machine. 5 people in the present. Okay, and then you want to speak with 5 people in your past where you've come to contact with, that you've talked to them about, that you've already showed them, a month ago, 8 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. That's your past. So you want to do past, present, and future. 5 people in the past, 5 people in the present, 5 people in the future. And I want you to be accountable to yourself. And it's very easy to be accountable to yourself. And it's very easy for me as a coach to take a look at your productivity, because as a coach, we recognize who's productive and how are they staying productive. When we meet after this training tomorrow, next week, next month, I'll say, are you doing 5-5-5? And you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'll say, let me have your phone. Show me your contacts list, because your contacts list will tell me from all the text messages who it is that you connected with on the business. And on mine, if you go down, it's business, personal, business, personal, business, 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 personal. I can go down each one of these names and I can read them to you, and I can say past client, past distributor, present lead, follow-up, and I can say future, future business builder. I got to go after this person. So 5-5-5 is the action that I want to leave you with. It's so simple, and it's accountability. And I don't want to hear, I'm doing all that I can. Oh, really? Let me see your phone. Oh, really? Let me see your emails. How many emails did you email out? Oh, really? Let me see your call log. How many calls did you make out, and to who? Did we do 5-5-5? And is it daily? I said daily. I didn't say weekly. I didn't say monthly. I didn't say yearly. I said daily. Because this is so important to do. It's your action that will get you the results. And if you continue to do that in 5-5-5 and in 5 days, and we're talking, I guarantee you, you will have sales or very close to a sale. And that's where we want to be. So I want to turn that back over to you, Sashi.
That was fantastic nugget. Guys, if you are awake, please type 666 in the chat box. And in the meanwhile, we'll take it to the next level now. My brother SIHA, you have seen the company very close. You understand the heart, the mind, the spirit, and the soul of Enagic, true spirit of Enagic that we only listen to. But you have been witnessing it very closely. Now, we would like to talk here. What could attending the Enagic 50th anniversary convention in Japan do to all of us? What kind of influence impact it can make on us?
Absolutely. When you go to an event anywhere around the world or in your local area, it instills love, it instills stability, it instills growth, it instills confidence. And the confidence is the key word there. When you leave these events, you're like bulletproof. Nothing can take you down. You're like a duck when water comes on a duck's feather and it rolls off. So when anybody says anything bad about the company, the product, it doesn't matter. It's just water rolling off. That's what these things do. You fall in love with your colleagues. I'm serious. You fall in love with your colleagues. To meet you all here on Zoom call is one thing, but to see you in person and to handshake and to hug and to give each my hello in Cambodia is my 2 hands up for respect and hello. It's warming. It's the human touch. It's what you want to be a part of. It's our community. It's our church. It's our religion. When I say religion is a good thing. Our business, our marriage to our business. That's what I feel like, because it's a spiritual thing. I shouldn't say religion. It's a spiritual thing when you go to these events. And if you've ever been coached by Eric Worre or gone to Go Pro by Eric Worre, he's a master coach here in the USA that coaches the Michael Jordans, the best of the best in the MLM network marketing business. And Eric Worre says it, and I still follow it, and I love his trainings. I've gone to his trainings. I continue to go to his trainings. If you can, YouTube, Eric Worre, all 90 out, all out, massive action, and do that. He's just amazing. But what he says is you have to build from event to event to event. So you take your prospects, you take your teams to a demonstration, you take them to a Zoom call, you take them to your party, your local parties that a Magic office is putting on or that your leaders are putting on. And from that event, you take them to bigger events, maybe traveling to the world, going to Dubai, coming to the US, or right here for our major 50th anniversary in Okinawa, where the company is and with Mr. Shiro is our CEO, we have to see where we were birthed, where our company was birthed, you know. So the importance of it, in my opinion, it's so important if you go to do nothing at all, but just to know what you're a part of and where it's going. You'll see that the Nagic has already planned its growth. About 10 years ago, 12 years ago, our target was 20,000 units consistently, right? That was a far-fetched because we were only doing 5,000 units. And now we're hitting 20,000 consistently as a company, global sales consistently. We want to hit 30,000 consistently. That's that's what Mr. Oshiro wants for 2024. 30,000 consistently. The manufacturing plant in Okinawa back then, 12 years ago, was able to put out 45,000 units per month if that was the case. So you see how the company's way ahead of us. We need to go see that. We need to see it for ourselves. So why is it so important? It's important for you to just be a part of your life. This is our life. So I'll give it back to you on that, my friend. Event to event to event.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's your time. If you have any personal questions related to Inagic career or some kind of a strategy, real quick, one or two, Suma, if you can facilitate this. The Q&A from the audience, you can type it in the chat box while we are discussing. And in the meanwhile, before we get questions, my brother, we would also like to know, in your 15 years of Inagic, what are the common mistakes that you have seen people, distributors doing in this business?
Well, what I see as a sales expert, and I'm going to say that because I've been in sales all my life. This is only my second career, folks. I've done nothing else. I've done real estate, everything, and this one. And they're both sales, different products. But what I'm seeing, the mistake, if you want to call it that, is when we're sharing the technology and when we're sharing the water and when we're sharing the company, we're not asking for the sale. You're not, you can share it. You can, I made this mistake as well. When I first started, I was on stage at seminars and doctors and health, body, mind, spirit conventions. And I feel like I did an amazing education on the water, and I even got standing ovations. Everybody clapped, but then nobody bought anything because I didn't ask for the sale. So I learned later, I had my teammates at the end of I'm on stage, there's all the seats, and picture a table at the very back with my teammates with computers on. And so now I would ask for the sale. I would say, so you've seen the information, you love the information, now let's get into your life. I've got my friends Jennifer and Steven in the back there. They're going to help you place your order so they can get delivered to your house right away, because change doesn't start until you take action. So calling for action. In all commercials, whether it's in India or in the US, TV commercials, radio commercials, when it's here in the US, it's a lot, we get a lot of pharmaceutical commercials, on medicine and stuff like that. But at the end of every single one of them, they say the same thing. Ask your doctor about Xantex or whatever medication. Ask your doctor about, that's the call to action, because they know that the doctor is going to get paid for referring it. So what the mistake that we're not doing is we're not asking the call to action for the customer to take. One, do you like what you see? Are you ready for it? Yes or no? That's, or maybe. Okay. Two, are you ready to get one? Because I can place the order right now. We can do it online, or I can send you an online link. You see how I'm leading them to it? That's number two. Three, maybe you're not ready to order right now, but you might need some more information. That's okay. Maybe you want to try it. You're in my city, I can help you, but you're not in my city. Sorry, you can't try it, but I'll send you some videos. Maybe you want more information. Four, maybe you want a discount on your machine. I can help you get your machine at a huge discount or free. Can I show you how to do that? And that's calling to action. I give them 4 choices, give them 3 choices, give them 2 choices, give them a choice. Ask for that choice. So that's the number one mistake, folks, is I don't see enough of everybody doing a call to action. And that's usually the number one thing that I teach newbies. And they're scared. I understand you're scared and you're afraid because it's sales. You know what? That's okay. Get them in front of us. Do a three-way call with your leadership. You know, when you're with your leadership, trust your leadership if they're active in the business. When I say trust your leadership, if they're active, active means I'm active. I'm on the front line. I'm making sales every day. I get yeses, I get nos, I get door slams, I get maybes, I get everything you guys get. But if I'm not active, I can't help you, even though I'm your upline. So go to your active leaders and get help from them saying, hey, I got somebody on the hook. I just don't know how to get them over. On a scale to 1 to 10, 10 they want to buy right now, they're at a 7 or they're at 8. When my teammates or you bring me in and you tell me they're 7 or 8, I try to find out what it is that I can take them to a 10. So I hear that you like the water and you want to try it. Let's get this on your counter so that you and your family can make this fresh. Can I help you do that right now? Then zip up. Let them come back and go, you know, I want to get it, but I have to talk to my wife. I have to talk to my husband. Oh, great. Let's set up an appointment. We can all be there. Or, you know, I'm not ready to get it right now because I'm changing my jobs and I don't want to take on the expenses. Okay, great. Or maybe they're an 8 and they said, I want it, but I need to make sure that this works for my symptoms or whatever. I said, you know what? Whether it's your symptom that you want it to work for, it might be something else that it's fixing that could be worse that you might not even know about. So you need it even more than for the symptom, because I know for a fact you need to hydrate your cells, you need to detox your cells. That means your whole body. You see what I'm saying? Call to action. That's the biggest mistake. Do more of that, you'll get more sales.
That's brilliant and amazing. Something I've learned today. If you all love this value, that call for action, calling for sales is the most critical thing that distributors make a mistake. They do an excellent demo, presentation, they do everything else except asking for a sale in the end. They leave it open-ended. So close-endedness is very important for the entire process. Thank you, my brother, for this wisdom. And one last question before we take a screenshot and we sign up for the day. Now, it's what has been your experience with PANACEA and how would you connect or relate to 177 weeks of Friday Water Educators Forum, this talk show? How important, significant it could be?
I'm going to go back to the spiritual. It's like a church. It's so important to get around like-minded energy, like-minded thinking, like-minded forward-thinking people. And the love that Panacea has for all the shows that you do, you have immortalized your message. And your message is a beautiful message. And we want to be a part of that message. And that's why I'm so honored and happy to say yes every time that you ask me, because I want to be a part of your spirit. I want to be a part of your growth. If I can be a little bit a part of your success or a big part of your success, that's my thank you. That's all I want is your success. You know, we don't have to be on the same team. We are on the same company family. You know, and eventually when you get to a 6A2-3 rank, guess what? We get a global passive income, which means all the sales that are in India and Africa and around the world is included in our, or in this case, myself in my 2-3 monthly and quarterly bonuses. So we are one. We might not have started out as one, but I don't want people to think that. We are all one. Mr. Cheryl created this beautiful payment plan, and we all need to plug in with Panacea every single time. And if you can be here, it's not for you sometimes. It's for the whole group. When your why is for somebody else, when your cause is bigger than you, it will be uber success. So come for you, but more importantly, come for everybody else, because they need you more than you know. That's my message.
That was fantastic, bro. All of you can type blessings, blessings, blessings. Come on the video for a screenshot. Probably this could be the Hall of Fame, the most prestigious frame, the photo pics that you can have on your wall in your living room for the rest of your life with an iconic mentor coach from Minajic all the way from Seattle, 6A6-3, our brother SIHA Top. If
Thank
somebody can help us take the screenshot, please
Yeah.
keep typing. Relentless blessings, blessings, blessings for our brother. And see you in Japan, Okinawa, bro. We are there as a team. Thank
Yes.
you.
Let's take a picture. I want everybody waving. I want everybody waving because we want to show, or a thumbs up. I want to see hands because hands shows what we're about. Can somebody take that picture? Got it? God bless you
Yes,
all. I
yes,
love you all.
yes.
Sending my love from Seattle, Washington to India. And happy Republic Day and congratulations to all your success. May we meet in person and may I grab a handshake or a hug. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Love you, bro. God bless. Thank you.